That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the Shopking. Yeah, it's Shopking time.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to make some custom Season 5 Shopkins. I've already got the Shopkins in the molds. So I made these molds, I poured this stuff in a cup, and I put the Shopkin in there, and now I have to get the Shopkin out. Alright, that one came out pretty good. So now we have the shape of the Shopkin in here, and we're going to pour some stuff in here, and we will have a custom Shopkin. And what we are going to pour in here is epoxy, or resin. So we did Snorky. Up next here is Katy Skateboard. Alright, cool. Alright, we got Ice Cream Kate in this one. So let's see if we can pop that out. Out of there. Cool.
Cool.
And for the last one, we are doing Jane Frame. Okay, perfect. So now what we have to do is mix together some epoxy, and we will pour it in there and let it dry, and then we will take it out, and hopefully it turns out pretty good. Then all we have to do is paint them, and we will be done with our custom Shopkins. Now we'll do the hardener. Now what we do is we mix them together, and now you mix it together very slow because you don't want to get bubbles in there. I'm gonna mix some blue glitter in to give the Shopkin sort of a sparkly, crystally glitz effect. Shouldn't take very much. And I am going to do the skateboard, and I'm going to do Snorky with this mixture, and just dump it in there. And now we're going to do Katy Skateboard. Awesome. Okay, so now we got Jane Frame and we got Ice Cream Kate. And I'm gonna mix in some pink glitter for these. If you make any bubbles, you want to make sure to try to pop those, because that will mess everything up. Let's do Ice Cream Kate. Alright, Jane Frame's going to be a little bit more complicated because there isn't a hole. So I'm sort of going to have to squeeze it and let it sort of work its way down in there. Alright, I think I pulled it off. Cool. Alright, so we have to let these dry probably for like 2 days. This first one is Katy Skateboard. Alright, what is this? Oh, this is Snorky. His antenna's oh, I was able to move it back. Cool. Snorky turned out amazing.
Amazing.
Wow. Alright, what is this guy? This one is Jane Frame. Cool. Nice. Got a little bit of a problem down here in the corner. And the last one is Ice Cream Kate. Wow. Very cool. Alright, here's a look at Jane Frame. On the bottom of her, in the corner, there was a big bubble, and that kind of messed her up. But I'm still gonna paint it and see how it turns out. Here's Katy Skateboard. I think this one turned out really good. Here's Ice Cream Kate, probably one of my favorites. I don't really understand why the bottom is crystal clear, but the sides of it are kind of foggy. I wish the whole thing turned out crystal clear like that. That's really cool. So that's something I have to work on. And the last one is Snorky. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I thought for sure the top part was going to be broken or his fins were going to be broken, but it came out perfect. I'm really happy with it. Let's go ahead and start with Jane Frame. And of course, Ice Cream Kate has a hole on the bottom. This one does not, so I'm going to make a hole. And I'm going to do that with this Dremel. And that's going to make it much easier for us to hold it and get some work done. Alright, so we got an ice cream cone stuck in a cake and it's melting. I might leave the feet clear. I think that'd look pretty cool. Alright, we're going to let that dry. It's probably going to take 3 or 4 coats to cover this up really good. I actually made another ice cream cake. You can see the tip of the cone broke off, so that wasn't cool. But I'm just going to mess around with this and do some crazy colors on it and see how it turns out. I'm thinking blue and purple for this one. We good? Alright, cool. And let's go ahead and make this top part blue. This looks like a tasty ice cream cone. Alright, cool. Look at that. Got a pink cone with some mint ice cream melting all over the place. That eye is going to be really hard to do. I might actually make them both be winking eyes. Like that. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to let that dry. We'll come back and add some little details to the frame. Put in the nose and mouth. And see what we're going to do about the eyes. And then we'll be done with that one. Now I'm going to put another coat of gold on this ice cream cake. Alright, let's go ahead and give this one pink ice cream. I am going to go ahead and coat this in gold glitter. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done with this one. I'm going to let it dry. Then I'm going to come in and do the eyes. And then I'm going to do a layer of crystal glitz over it to make it real sparkly and glittery. That's probably my favorite thing to do with customs. That might be the best I could do on the mouth. It's so tiny. It's hard to get it any better than that. Not too bad. I knew this one was going to give me troubles. Alright, well there's Jane Frame. I knew the face was going to be very hard to do on Jane Frame, so I am not very happy with how this turned out. I think it's okay, but yeah. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. So let's move on to Ice Cream Kate. This one is going to turn out better. And as you can tell, I've painted the top part white. And that's because I'm going to make it electric blue. Blue and gold go together really well, and I think blue and pink go together really well also. So I think this color's perfect. Alright, this is obviously going to take a couple of coats to get it covered really well, but I think the blue and pink looks really good together. I think the blue and gold looks really good together. So I can't wait to see how this one turns out. And while we are waiting on that one to dry, let's go ahead and see if we can get the eyes on this one. We are now going to come in and put some blue glitter where the blue paint is. And the last step on this guy is to put some eyes on here. You need to give it a pink mouth. This cone is already glittery, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some on here anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And now let's go ahead and glitzify the feet and this bottom part around here.
Now she has a glitzy bottom.
Alright, in a second I'm going to show you the finished Jane frame and the finished ice cream cakes. I haven't forgot about Snorky. I'm actually going to be doing 2 Snorkies. I made a blue one and a clear one. I've also got 2 skateboards. And, oh look, here's some other ones I made recently. I did a cheeky chocolate. Did the goldfish bowl. I did a Washa, and I did a 𝕊𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. That's the smallest custom I've ever made. Pretty cool. I'm also going to be doing a Lola rollerblade. I think this one's going to turn out awesome. Pretty excited about that. And you already saw Bertha Bath and microphone. So that's sort of where I'm at right now. Everything that I'm working on. Snorky that's the one I'm most excited about, is Snorky. I think that's going to be super fun. So there's Jane frame. I think it turned out alright. If I did another one, I could probably do it a lot better. Just making those little eyes and the little whiskers in the mouth, it's really hard. So, I don't know, it's alright. But the ones that turned out the best, definitely ice cream cake. I like that this one on the right is clear, that's pretty cool. And I like that this one has a clear ice cream cone. So there you have it. Let me know which one is your favorite, the gold one or the clear one. Well, alright everybody, thank you for watching another Shopking Customs video. You know I'm working on a lot more. If you have any ideas of a custom that you think I should do, let me know, and I just might do it. Alright, we'll see you on the next one.